You're watching Oddly Cute Pets. The easiest way to determine your corn snake's age is by measuring it, but keep in mind the environment and care will cause some variations in length and weight. Growth rate. As hatchlings, baby corn snakes will measure between 8 and 1/4 inches and should reach full size by their second birthday. They tend to grow quickly, which means it's essential to be proactive when selecting their home. You'll want to keep in mind how big they will end up, or you'll find yourself purchasing multiple habitats for your slinky friend over its lifetime. Hatchlings are deceptively tiny and will grow up to 7 or 8 times their current size in just a couple of years. By the time they reach 6 months of age, juvenile corn snakes should reach an average of 20-30 inches. After 1 year, your corn snake will measure in at about 35-40 inches in length, which is around 3 foot-feet. Corn snakes grow up to 5 foot-feet in length, but their average adult length is about 3-4 feet depending on their habitat and care. Do males and females have different growth rates? There are a few differences to note between male and female corn snake growth rates. Females weigh a little more than males in the early stages, whereas males tend to reach longer lengths in adulthood. This is because the female's tail is shorter and broader than the male's. When they're first hatched, both male and female corn snakes will weigh about the same, but their growth rates vary after birth. Once the snakes are about a year old, females will weigh between 50 and 100 grams, while the males will stay between 35 and 80 grams. Fully grown adult males will weigh between 700 and 900 grams, and their female counterparts will weigh between 500 and 700 grams. Again, males tend to be longer than females, which accounts for the weight difference. You might keep in mind the timing with which you choose to weigh your corn snake. As with humans, if you always weigh your snake the day before you feed them, it will give you a different reading if you weigh them on feeding day. The best thing to do is to stay as consistent as possible with your timing to ensure accurate weight measurements. How do I measure my corn snake? This is best done with a family member or friend to act as your assistant, since 2 sets of hands are always better than 1. Corn snakes are not venomous and don't tend to bite their owners, but even so, make sure to thoroughly wash any cuts if they do happen to break your skin. When you pick up your corn snake to measure it, make sure to handle him carefully so you don't scare him. Even though they won't strike you, it's much easier to keep any animal still when they're calm. The last thing you want is a wiggly corn snake when you're trying to get an accurate reading. Once you pick up your snake, you will need to place it on a flat surface next to a ruler and gently stretch him out to get as accurate of a measurement as possible. You will then need to record the measurements from the tip to its tail. An easy way to do this is to make a pencil mark on the surface you're using to measure your snake and move your ruler down for lengthier snakes. Just mark where the tip and tail are, and then measure the length with your ruler. Or, if you're lucky, stretch your corn snake along the ruler and note how many inches he spans. Another great way to measure is with string, since almost everyone has one lying around their house. Line the string up with the tip of your snake's nose. Then, run the string along its body to the end of its tail, keeping it close to the body. Then you'll just lay the string flat and measure it, thus giving you the length of your snake. The string method is beneficial if you have a wiggly corn snake or don't have an extra set of hands to help you. Note: measuring your corn snakes is a great way to track the length of your snake to determine how well he's growing. For the most part, a snake fed more often will grow a little larger and faster than an underfed snake. Also, wild corn snakes may not feed as regularly as a pet snake, so measuring their length may not be the same as your pet since they have not been fed in a controlled environment. Check out the video description below for links to our website. If this video was helpful, please subscribe and give it a like. Thanks for watching.